Today we're taking a look at Trippin Ape Tribe on Solana. Welcome back to LimeTube, and if you enjoy my videos, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. It's free to do so and it helps me massively. We're currently in a bit of a bear market, but one thing which has been floating around is Soul Summer, and we're heading into Soul Summer. What this basically means is that people are moving away from the Ethereum NFT marketplace and are starting to explore the Solana marketplace. Personally, I've never minted or bought a NFT from Solana. I have been given a couple of free ones, but never bought myself. However, as the paradigm has shifted towards Solana, I reckon there'll be a couple of good ones coming up. As always, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own research before buying into any project. One thing to mention as well is OpenSea is not the main marketplace for Solana, but they do list some NFTs on there. One of the recent big ones is OKBears, and it's got a current floor price of 174.5 Solana on OpenSea, and on Magic Eden, which is the other NFT marketplace for Solana, the floor price is less at 160 Solana. Solana is currently around 35 GBP, so 160 Solana is about 5,611 GBP. In dollar value, that is about $7,000. I believe OKBears minted a couple of weeks ago, and there have been other kinds of derivatives out, such as not OKBears, which was on Ethereum and got delisted. One of my main reasons for not touching Solana is because there is a lot more scams and a lot more rogues on Solana, so you definitely have to proceed with caution. If you proceeded with caution in the Ethereum world, with Solana it's on another level of caution. There are a lot more scams and rogues happening, so please be careful and do your own research. So back to the Trippin Ape Tribe project. They have 391,000 followers on Twitter, and on Discord they have 380,000 members. So they definitely have a lot of hype around them and a large following. Their Twitter engagement is fairly high as well. This was posted 55 minutes ago and there's been 1,210 favourites and 672 retweets. As you can see from this announcement here, they minted on 24th of May at 3.25 Solana each for those on the allow list, and at 4 Solana for public mint price. I'll look over the floor price in a minute, but let's go over the project details. So this is their website, trippinapetribe.xyz, and their tagline is, "It's not a cult." So as we scroll down, it gives you the opportunity to join the cult tribe, and if you're one of them, you can buy on Magic Eden or buy on OpenSea. Because Magic Eden is the more popular marketplace for Solana, I think it is cheaper fees than OpenSea. Most Solana NFTs will actually be cheaper to buy on Magic Eden. Something to bear in mind when you come to buying and selling a Solana NFT. However, those who are comfortable with Ethereum will probably gravitate towards buying on OpenSea because it's what they're familiar with. So Trippin Ape Tribe is a community-first profile picture project on Solana, backed by strong and ownable branding, cheeky storytelling, innovative long-term utility, and a passionate community of free-thinking degens. 10,000 apes have fallen under the trance of a mysterious yet charismatic leader, Charles. But don't worry, it's definitely not a cult. Here I believe this is Charles. I don't know if that's how to pronounce it, but I feel like it's Charles just with an O, so I'm going with Charles. But this definitely looks a bit like a Bored Ape derivative, and it does look pretty awesome. There's a lot of different colours and it does look very vibrant. So the story so far and what is actually going on. So let's get one thing straight right away. This is not a cult, it's a tribe. Understood? Perfect. So this is the story or the lore behind Trippin Apes. At some point in our inconsequential existence, we were just your ordinary apes, kicking it in the trees, eating bananas and stuff. Everything changed when a bunch of Spunions came to our island, blaring strange sounds and strands of fire in the sky for something called Fire Festival 2. These strange beings seemed to be entranced, hypnotized by sonic beats. We observed from a distance and noticed the mood start to change. When their food and water went dry and their performers stopped showing up, these pompous savages began to devolve. The debauchery reached a fever pitch when one we could assume to be the chief, Jarula, started screaming at everybody and demanding some dude suck for water. I don't know, things got pretty weird. Eventually the scene turned into complete and utter chaos, leading all of them to frantically leave the island. The event turned out to be a disaster, for them at least. So after everyone left, we started scavenging the wasteland. those trust funds babies left behind. It was mostly deflated mattresses and bologna sandwiches with a sacred spunion hiding in the crevices. We looked through the refugee tents until one of the alphas, Charles, found a mysterious piece of luggage. He inspected it to ensure the safety of the rest of the apes before taking it back to the dwelling. Months had passed with very little sighting of Charles when he popped up out of nowhere announcing that he needed some volunteers for what he called were clinical trials. The initial group of volunteers would become Charles's disciples. At first us apes were wary, but Charles' disciples seemed to be in a tranquil state after every session. So one day, out of curiosity, we filed into his hut one by one and we were presented with mysterious teas, fungi and these weird tiny pieces of paper that we had to eat. Charles said these were the keys to the universe and if we follow his lead, we would all find eternal bliss. So we dropped in. Us apes started a journey that would expand our consciousness. Fast forward to now, we're like some super ape. Our cognitive abilities increase exponentially, eventually leading us to become self-aware. These mystical sessions completely transformed our way of life. Since the clinical trials, we now have a weekly ceremony hosted by Charles where we take controlled doses of the psychoactive substances. He says this is required to find the promised land and has started working on his new venture, the Valhalla Laboratory, to get us there faster. Honestly, life is good here in the tribe. Charles takes care of us and has shown us the way. We never have to worry about anything with his supreme guidance. I mean, sure, occasionally someone acts out and has to be punished, but Charles loves us and assures us it's for our own good. We don't question it because, well, he's always right. He's been right about everything. Sorry I'm rambling, but you should join us. Join the tribe. It's definitely not a cult. So this is definitely a very trippy storyline behind it and it's all about the psychedelics. Here's a bit of artwork which looks pretty cool and it's highlighting what happened at the festival. So what are the principles of the tribe and understand what drives them forward? First of all is the community. It may not be a cult, but we did set out to build the most tight-knit and powered community on Solana. Everything we do, from our branding choices to our utilities to the way we reveal details about the project, has been carefully engineered to build hype, drive engagement and create opportunities for the tribe to connect deeply. We believe in strength in numbers. Apes descend as one. So they've definitely managed to do that all the way up until mint and definitely continuing after mint. The second principle is identity. An important part of building a powerful culture is knowing what we are and what we aren't. Trippin Ape Tribe is a community built by and for free-thinking degens. By embracing our true nature, we welcome in genuine creative inspiration and new strategic partnerships with like-minded brands and collaborations that can all spread the mission further. The final principle is innovation. Thanks to Charles and his infinite wisdom, our consciousness continues to expand, illuminating possibilities where once we only saw limits. We will continue to bring big brain thinking and next level utilities to the projects to keep our tribe guessing and the Solana ecosystem moving forward. Trust the process. At this point, if you're still watching, please do subscribe. It really does help me massively, and drop a comment on your thoughts of the project. And also stick a thumbs up if you could. Moving on to Charles's journal, there are no roadmaps where we're going, but this journal has a bit more information. It's a bit more of a diary rather than a roadmap. Things feel different now. Ever since I took these mushrooms, I've been able to understand who I actually am. I am me, the face that grins back at me from the pond every morning, my face when I walk among my ape brothers. I feel as though our minds and souls are united. They seem lost, searching for higher purpose. If I could just get my brothers to experience this too, they would have no choice but to join my tribe. The vision I saw was glorious, neon lights intertwined with the tree tops, a perfect union of science and nature. Parties lasted until the break of dawn. Every morning I would wake up to a ripe banana, and conflict was a thing of the past. I spoke to Mother Nature. She showed me how to use her gifts to journey deeper inside my mind. She embraced me and whispered in my ear that I was destined to lead my brothers to glory and salvation. The hallowed molecular geometry of the Spunion's gifts were burned into my mind. I have been chosen to uplift us, and I will do everything I can to bring this future to fruition. When I came to again, I wrote down the rules for our tribe. Trust the process, apes ascend as one, and spread the mission. I will find more apes to recruit to my tribe tomorrow. The new members will begin by, and it's been scratched out so that they may something else. And it's definitely not a cult, not a cult, not a cult. So by me making this video, I'm definitely spreading the mission. So the vision I had weeks ago is coming to fruition. Mother Nature whispered her secrets into my ear, and since then I have laboured every waking hour to realise her greatest achievement yet. The original mushrooms I had salvaged from the Spaniards' camp have been bred, crossbred and winnowed down to the most incredible fungus imaginable. My earliest adherents have achieved an existence beyond normal ape kind. They are the first journeymen starting along the path to true enlightenment. I can feel the vibrations of potential as I prepare the spores. With every step I take, the frequencies of meaning and oneness and glory and purpose tremor in my being. I am meant to lead my people, and any dissent from this path cannot be tolerated. I'll teach my tribesmen to feel these vibrations as I do, and unite us together in resonance with the sun, the moon, the stars, and the code of Chols. Each ape in my tribe will be granted a single spore from the limited numbers I have prepared. This will be key to their ascension, but it is not enough to simply accept my gifts. My tribesmen must demonstrate deep knowledge of my principles. They must devote themselves to me and pass the trials I have laid out before them. Enlightenment is not possible without surrendering every ounce of their former self, and these trials will guide my tribesmen along the path. This is not a cult. This is the only salvation our tribe can ever hope to achieve. I had a vision last night of a vast concrete jungle. Massive metallic beasts ran past me faster than anything I have ever seen. The entire tribe was gathered there with me. Were we there as conquerors or as guests? No one with me seemed angry, some even seemed drunk. We all had the same uniforms on. The Spaniards that walked past us didn't seem concerned. Maybe it was the clothes we were wearing. Did it make us seem more like them? The vision ended with a riot of a party. Spaniards and apes mixing together until the sun rose the next day. This experience demonstrated the power of gathering together and feeling one another's presence. The harmony I felt in that moment was critical to the growth of my tribe. I will ensure these events occur often on the island, and as I educate more disciples, the importance of gathering will be firmly planted in their minds. When I awoke, my disciples brought me my morning meal: bananas, berries, waters. The tribe has grown 10 times larger since I last wrote. At this rate, I expect at least 10,000 apes to join the tribe over the next few weeks. They have memorized my code, the only codes that matter, the code of Chols. So really, I would say that's probably the roadmap up until mint, and they don't really talk much about after mint. They have mentioned they plan on bringing utility, but they've not really said what or detailed exactly what kind of utility it may be. So that's probably where trust in the process comes into it. So Chols' disciples, also known as the team, are the co-founder Lysergic, who is an electronic music festival owner and director with humble beginnings, branding and team building expert, captain of party and full-blown NFT DJ, 2017 bag holder and crypto winter survivor. May have tried psychedelics once. Another founder is Danny DeVitoken, full-time DJ and ex-psychonaut, man of many passions, experienced in a wide range of different industries with the ability to adapt and apply variety of experience to solve complex problems, maestro of trial and error. Fig is the artist, so he is a career artist with a cult-like following in the festival scene, making his first foray into NFTs. Materializes all our psychedelic dreams into vivid colours. Then we have Fenros, who is the marketing lead, master of persuasion, serial side hustler, built brand strategies and engagement programs for several 8-figure clients. Once got eaten alive by a mountain lion and reborn as an eagle soaring through the desert. Or was that a dream? We then have the community manager, King Kolbik, hype machine and man of the tribe, front-end developer to pay the bills, vibe generator to feed his passion. Chols appointed him to lead the tribe to salvation, and now he has a fan club. Don't ask him, he just trusts the process. The developer is top 10 brisket recipes, tokenomics savant and ritual game theorist, used to run consumer software businesses at a fan company, a true NFT degen, living by a simple rule: I see ape, I ate, Web3 and Taco Maxi. So it sounds like they have a talented developer on board. And the final member of the team is Mr. Hanky, who is a developer with 4 years of programming experience, jams on everything from website and mobile apps to Internet of Things, devolved into full-time meme coins and NFT DJs over the last year and accumulated extensive knowledge in the space. So as you can see, none of the team are publicly doxed, but apparently they have been privately doxed to Magic Eden and some other companies as well. Finally, we have the FAQs. So what is Trippin Ape Tribe? I believe we've already answered that. How large is the collection? There's 10,000 of them. What marketplaces are they listed on? Magic Eden and OpenSea, and they'll consider other ones in future. Where is their roadmap? Although Charles sees visions of the future, he shares only what the tribe must know. His most perceptive followers, who can read between the lines, will be rewarded. So one thing I read between the lines is there's probably going to be some kind of coin coming out alongside the tribes. And finally, is this a cult? Definitely not. Who told you that? And that does bring us to the end of the website, but I'll quickly go over the floor price of Trippin Ape Tribes. One thing to remember is public mint price was 4 Solana and private was 3.25 Solana, which if you paid 4 Solana for is about £140. On Magic Eden, the current floor price is 47 Solana, and here you can see some of the items. The artwork does look really good. Even this one, which is around the 8,000 rarity mark, looks pretty cool to me. So at 47 Solana, that's almost a 12x return. So you could have paid about 140 quid and you could have got returned about £1,648, which definitely isn't bad at all. And I believe yesterday the floor price was even higher at above 60. As mentioned on OpenSea, the floor price tends to be a little bit higher and it is currently at 49.9 Solana. If I'll take a look at the highest last sale, let's see how good that looks. So here you can see the rare ones are the ones with these hoodies and the background as well. And also the other one is the background with the smiley face, and some of them have a crown or laser eyes. So the highest last sale was 420 Solana. So that's over 100x return for someone. So from £140 to about 14 grand, which definitely shows if you're in the right projects, Solana can be very profitable indeed. Personally, with Soul Summer underway, I think these do have the potential to ride even higher. I personally would not take the risk myself because 47 Solana is a lot of money for myself to be purchasing an NFT in Solana. However, with the Solana hype growing and this recently coming out, it could potentially do as well as OK Bears, which has a floor price of 174 Solana. So these could potentially go up another 100 Solana up to around 150, or it could go even higher. However, there is a lot of risk involved because the team have not been doxed and they've also not announced any of their roadmap, and you have to trust the process. If you do trust the process and the team do execute, then you could be very handsomely rewarded. But definitely at these prices, a lot of high risk will be involved. Let me know your thoughts on Solana in the comments below and also on Trippin Ape Tribes. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.